Hey guys, this is Danika. As you can tell by the title of this video, I was on my high school's football team. That's kind of why I've been a little bit busy, not on here too much. But I thought I'd come on here and tell a little bit about how that started, what it was like, especially as a girl on the team. So I was specifically a kicker. I've played soccer my entire life. So ever since I was literally like 5 years old, I have played soccer. And so therefore I thought kicking would not be too far off from that. So one day my dad decided to take me to one of my high school's football games. By the way, I never ever watched football, never liked the sport, didn't really know literally anything about it. But my dad was like, Danika, you're gonna come with me to one of these football games so you can watch and be a part of your community and watch the sport. I was like, fine, I guess I'll go. So I went with him and I saw the kicker. So obviously they scored a touchdown, and I saw the guy kick the ball. And in my head, I was thinking, you know, that does not look too difficult. I mean, how hard can it be? Like, you just have to like connect your foot with the ball and then make it go through the uprights. Like, that's pretty much like soccer. So that's what I said to my dad. I said, Dad, this does not look difficult. And he said, Danika, you have to trust me. Like, this is difficult. If people practice years, it's really challenging. And I said, I don't think so. So the next day, him and I, we went to a field, like a soccer field nearby, a football field. And I kicked. And I really was unsure about what it was supposed to look like, how the ball was supposed to go through the air, pretty much anything. And then I turned to my dad to see like, was that good, was that bad? And he said it was good. So then I was like, okay, I still don't understand what's so difficult. So then I kept kicking for pretty much the rest of the day, and it kept getting better and better. And so I was like, you know, I feel like I can do this. Like, I still don't understand what's so difficult. And so then I decided to email the head coach of my high school's football team and say, hey coach, like, this is kind of random, but like, I tried kicking and I like it, and I can kind of do it. And then he replied, and he got me into contact with the kicking coach for the school. And so then the kicking coach reached out to me and said, hey Danika, how about you come out to the field after school on Wednesday or something? And I said, great, I'll be there, ready to kick. So I go down to the field on Wednesday, and in my mind, I'm thinking that it's just gonna be me and the coach. Super peaceful, super relaxed, like no stress. No, that was not the case. I walk up to the field and the entire team is there. They're having regular practice, and so then I'm just supposed to kick in front of all of them. By the way, I've never been somebody who's super extroverted or like is willing to go up and talk to people or do anything like that. So going up in front of, I think it's like 124 guys on the team, none of which I had ever spoken to before, was a little intimidating. But anyways, I walk up to the field and I'm like, okay, deep breaths. So then I kick, and I actually missed my first kick, so that was a little embarrassing. But then it improved from there, and then I started making them. But yeah, very, very stressful. So that's kind of how the journey began. And so that was last year on JV, my junior year. And since then, now the season recently finished on varsity. And I was selected as the PAT kicker, which is the extra point kicker. So after touchdowns are made, I think that it's like 19, 20 yards away. I kick all of those. I ended up successfully kicking over 50, which was pretty cool. That was kind of my goal, to get past there. What else? I'm trying to do no cuts in this video because I want to do the least amount of editing possible. Yeah, so in case you're wondering, here's some videos of me kicking. yeah, so the whole experience was pretty surreal. Not gonna lie about that. It was like I've said, I never really spoke to these people before. Just going out was kind of crazy, but in my mind, it was just something I wanted to do. So it wasn't anything out of the ordinary to me. Like, I wanted to kick for the football team, so obviously that was what I was gonna have to do. Obviously that was my goal. So the summer before, I had a routine. I would stretch one day, kick the next day, and then work out. And I did that those 3 days every day for the entire summer. If we traveled anywhere, I was still doing it. If I couldn't kick like into the post, I would like do imaginary kicks with no football. Like, I worked on this every single day throughout the entire summer. But it was so much fun. My dad would sometimes come with me to the field and we practiced. I'd sometimes meet up with my friends and do this. Yeah, so crazy, but such a fun experience. I've met so many great people, teammates, coaches. I've learned how to like kind of stand up for myself. Yeah, what else? I don't know. I will definitely do like, oh my gosh, there's like a duck. I will definitely do more story times on this, if you guys want. So comment down below if the comments are open. I'm not sure, they might be disabled because of like my age, but we'll see. Yeah, so, I mean, like I said, I didn't think much of doing it, but it was kind of crazy. Like, after games, parents would come up to me and be like, wow, we're so impressed. Or little kids and their parents would, I would go to the field sometimes in practice, and little kids and their parents would come up to me and be like, wow, like, hi, like, do you kick? And I was like, yeah, I do. And they're like amazed. One little kid one time came up to me, I was practicing on a field, and he came up to me and asked for my autograph. Like, crazy. And he knew that I kicked for my high school. Like, that was just mind-boggling. But I think sometimes these kids will come up to me and ask, what's one word of advice, or what would you say? Yeah, pretty much advice. And pretty much, I've always said 3 things. 1, have confidence. Going into football, I truly did not know any of the rules. I didn't know what downs were. So that kind of can show you where I was at. I didn't know what downs were. I had never watched a full football game. Yeah, so that was kind of a new learning experience. But I had enough confidence, and I feel like I kind of pulled off knowing what was going on. Next thing I would say is, what's the other thing? Stay involved, get involved. Being a part of the football team and other sports at my high school and other clubs and things makes you feel a really big part of the community, and helps a lot with feeling united and bonded and feeling like you have a support system. What's the third thing I always say? Hold on, this might take me a second. Oh, commit. With whatever you do, commit all the way. Doing things halfway will not help you reach anything. I mean, it's still good to put in some effort, but like, fully commit. That's the way you'll reach what you actually want to do and actually reach your level of like success. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I will potentially film part 2, part 3, part 276, whatever you guys want. I have so many stories. Every practice, every game was a new adventure. Many funny things, many crazy things, all sorts of things. Yeah, so just let me know in the comments if they're open. But yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!